That is hot. Oh, that's hot. Rick?
Scotty?
I talked to you for a minute.
I really got a tight schedule today, Scott.
Well, it's about Laura.
Well, of course, go ahead.
Look, let's walk over here. It's private. Sit over here and talk, okay?
All right. I'm going to be juggling back and forth between the clinic and the hospital. Let's get to the bottom line.
Okay, well, first I just want to say something right now. It has nothing to do with Laura's disappearance or anything like that.
You just told me you wanted to talk about Laura, right?
I said, yeah, I do. I do want to talk about Laura. It's exactly what I want to do.
Well, go on, talk.
Okay, well, also, I just want to get one thing straight. I have absolutely nothing to do with Laura's disappearance, Rick.
So you said.
You don't believe me?
It's very hard.
I don't blame you for saying that.
Blame me, Scotty, from the... Oh, forget that. When you were still in Mexico, you were making trouble for Laura. You took her divorce papers from some town hall down there. You disappeared with them.
I know that.
Yes, and when you got back here, your first day in town, what did you try to do? You tried to mess her wedding up. Scotty, every week that goes by, something happens, some stunt, and most of the people in this town feel that you're responsible for it.
I know all that, Rick. Now, I just want to say something to you, all right?
You've already said it. You are not responsible for Laura's disappearance.
But you don't believe me.
Give me one good reason why anybody, especially about Laura.
You just said it. I'll give you one good reason.
What is that?
Same thing I tried to tell Rose here earlier. Laura was my wife. Okay, look. Now you asked me to listen to you for a second. Now you just listen to me, okay?
Go on.
Now, I married your daughter, in spite of what you think of me right now. And we were very happy there.
In the beginning, yes, you were.
That's right, until Luke got into it. Now listen, you make no mistake. You know, I haven't changed how I feel about Luke. As far as I'm concerned, Luke Spencer can just drop dead.
Scotty, that's not going to get any better in this.
Okay, all right. I'm not going to say anything more about Luke. All I'm saying is, look, I've started practicing law again. I've cleared things up with Lee and Gail, and all I'm asking for, Rick, is just give me the benefit of the doubt.
Everybody in town has doubts about you. Want us to just forget about them?
No, because I don't think you'll ever really forget about it.
It would be difficult, yes.
But there is one thing you can do, and that's really why I wanted to talk to you.
Well, tell me, what is this one thing that you think I can do for you?
You can be fair. Look, if you want, I can talk to you as a lawyer, you know? I mean, first thing we learned in law school was you are innocent until proven guilty. Now, I just have to hope that you believe that, too.
Of course I do.
Well, then what I'm saying is don't condemn me without proof. Okay, don't understand? Now, I'm not saying trust me. All I'm simply saying is that there is no one alive that would be happier to find Laura than me. Now, will you believe that?
I don't know, Scotty.
Oh, no, I was thinking
Well, that's a step in the right direction.
that the only way we're going to figure this out is if we go back over the whole morning and see if there's an obvious connection that we missed.
It was a reasonable enough plan.
Okay. The four of us arrive at the jewelry store. Luke and I go in the store. You wait out front.
Right. Now, then I went round the back and I placed Tiffany in the... Tiffany?
What about her?
I left her in the alley.
Tiffany, you still here? Look, I'm sorry, love. I forgot all about you.
What do you mean you forgot all about me?
Well, just what happened was we had to go to the clinic.
You went to the clinic?
Yeah, and then we went back to Kelly's.
You went to Kelly's?
Yeah,
What are you talking?
I was having lunch with Jackie, and then what happened?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You were having lunch with Jackie while I was standing there freezing myself to death. I cannot believe this woman.
Easy.
What do you mean easy?
Let me explain.
Oh, let you explain. You told me not to move out of the stoop alley under
It's all very easy to
And then you told me that I would be the very best kind of best thing right here, and I would be the best kind of part of that Jackie what's her face or Laura what's her face, and then you and it's freezing.
Calm down.
Calm down. How can you expect me to come in? You went out there having lunch with Jackie.
I can explain.
Oh, you can explain it.
I
Yes.
feel really bad.
I'm
about
sure.
the whole thing, too.
Oh, you feel
You
bad.
stop,
You feel
yeah.
bad about it.
Okay,
You think you feel
and-
bad about it right now, sweetheart. You don't
yeah.
know what the word is bad because I can tell you you're going to remember every word I say.
Tiffany!
Oh, shut up, Robert.
You wouldn't like it here.
Feel any better, Tiffany?
Well, the coffee helps. Thank you, darling.
Well, one thing I have plenty of is hot coffee, so let me know if you need any more.
Thanks, Rose.
Tiffany, for what it's worth, I want to apologize. Everything happened so fast I didn't even have a chance to think. And I'm very sorry.
Well, thank you. You actually sound like you mean that.
I do. I mean, after all, we're working together, same side. And I just want to say that I know you don't even know my sister, and you've really been knocking yourself out to help me find her. And I really do appreciate it.
Well, I do want to help.
You do your best, love.
Okay, so what do we do next?
Yeah, well, we were discussing that when I... forget that. Look, as soon as Luke gets back here, we're going to have to work out some other plan.
The problem is there's just so much we don't understand, starting with Mel and Laura.
Okay. Well, given that Laura's probably been told by someone to stay away from you, obviously Mel, right?
But I don't understand that.
Right. Look, if it's not Mel, it's got to be someone else. Someone higher up is giving the orders.
But orders for what?
I haven't any idea at all.
Yeah, I drew a blank on that one myself.
Well, Robert and I were listing the names of everyone involved, starting with my sister Laura. Now there's this Mel guy.
Oh, yes, Sylvana says he's a marvelous photographer.
Supposedly one of the best. That's what I don't understand. Why he would just pack everything up, close the studio, and come to Port Charles.
And why does your sister come with him?
Well, I think that's quite obvious, Robert. She loves him.
Then why hide it from me? I mean, I have no objections against Laura being in love, or even being with Mel, for that matter. As long as he's not trying to keep her away from me.
And let's not forget about the mysterious Mr. Gray.
Yeah, we told you that he tried to run Luke down.
I know, Don. You must have been scared after that.
Oh, I can tell you, it wasn't one of my best days. I couldn't believe how fast Luke moved. I mean, he was very lucky. He rolled away from that car just in time.
Okay, look, we're diversing here. Let's get back to the basics. What do we got? We've got Mel and your sister. We've got two guys that bungle a heist for a tiger. And we've got this Gray character possibly driving a dark car now. Have I left anybody out?
Not so far.
All right. 5 people. 5 people. All add up to something. But what?
Well, I think you're right. At least we know that all 5 are connected in some way.
And I think you're right. But what are they after? What do they want? And the bottom line is, where the hell is all this going?